Hey, what's good, YouTube? I am super excited because today I finally got the perfect amp set up for my apartment. Here it is right here. This little guy right here, Electro Harmonix 5mm power amp, 2.5 watts, plugged into this Randall 8-inch speaker cabinet. I'm gonna do a sound demo. I'm gonna do a review of it. Quick recap for people who are new here, who may not know what we're doing here. We're trying to find the perfect amp for my apartment. I'll show you what we've tried so far. I've got way too many amps now, but I started off with the Boss Katana 50 because that was the best-selling amp and highly recommended. Problem is it's too loud, even when I turn it down to this half-watt setting. If I turn it to half-watt setting and turn the volume down, that's about as loud as I can get it. And it just doesn't sound good. And I think that's just because of the 12-inch speaker, perhaps, but it just doesn't have good sound quality until you like turn it up a little bit more, and then it's too loud all of a sudden. So I tried the Boss Katana Mini. This just doesn't sound good really at any volume to me. It's just not good sound quality. It's not the speaker. I tried plugging in external speakers, and it's just the amp in here. It's just not a high quality amp. And then we tried the Yamaha THR, which was also highly recommended. People swear by this amp. Problem is, it's just too loud. It's just a really loud amp. This is like a 10-watt amplifier, I believe. And it's just too loud, unfortunately. Now I could probably scoop out the bass, and maybe the bass is the problem, but I don't know. So anyway, started looking at my other options, finally landed on this. I thought it was worth a shot. This pedal is extremely unpopular, under the radar on YouTube. There's only 2 other videos talking about this 5mm power amp, and so I didn't know what to expect, because on the videos they're kind of just like seeing like how loud they can make it and just kind of messing around with it, not really taking it seriously. I decided to get it. It's super affordable. This was like $80 for this amp. This speaker, I've never actually used a separate amp and speaker like this, so I didn't even know how that works, but I looked around at what's the cheapest, speaker cabinet, and it was this Randall. She has an 8-inch speaker. It just plugs into the back here. Really can't really show you good, but it just kind of plugs into the back there. It uses a speaker cable. It looks a lot like an instrument cable, but it's not. It's a speaker cable. It's a little bit different, a little bit more heavy duty. And let's see, so yeah, this was 80, this was like 100, and the speaker cable was like $20, so $200 all in. Thought it was worth a shot. And I'm super happy because, man, guys, wait till you hear this thing. It sounds incredible. So without any more talking, let's just get to it. If you wanna see how the other amps sounded, check out my other videos where I'm reviewing them. I'm not gonna do any kind of comparison on this video. I'm just gonna show you what this Randall and Electro Harmonix amp combo sounds like. So let me get my guitar real quick. Playing with the Fender Stratocaster. See if I can get it in the frame here. Fender Strat. This is the Performer. And first thing you'll notice is that it's super quiet. The amp is on right now, and there's no hum, no electrical noise, which is incredible because all the other amps have some kind of noise, even with single coils, especially. So, all right, let's do it. So right now it's at 0. I'm gonna turn it up to 9 o'clock. Guys, that sounds great. That sounds better than any of these other amps. It has like instead of an EQ, it has this little brightness switch, so that's on normal. I'm using the neck pickup right now. So let me show you what the brightness switch does. not a huge difference, but it just adds a little bit of brightness to it. Sounds good. So that's super simple. I mean, this is about as opposite of any of these other amps as you can get. There's no built-in effects here. There's no multiple channels and clean channel, crunch channel. This thing just turns on. It has a volume and a brightness switch. That's it. I love this. I love the simplicity of it. I don't want to disturb my neighbors, but I'm going to turn it up real quick just to show you what it sounds like. Let's see if we can get away. I'm just going to hit it real quick. All right, guys. So this is halfway. And you can start to hear it break up because that's what it does. Is it starts to overdrive past 12 o'clock. It sounds really good. I'm not using any pedals right now. This is just guitar into amplifier. But it does take pedals really well. I'm gonna go ahead and turn it down. And I'll show you what the usable volume is. So for me, it's kind of below that 9 o'clock. But let's go ahead and see here. If I turn it up like around like 8 o'clock there. That's perfect for me. I know that doesn't sound very loud at all, but that's kind of the situation I'm in, is I just can't turn it up that loud. But even at this low volume, this sounds way better than these other amps. I've even tried using computer speakers to see if that works, and that did actually work. That would be my second solution. If you already have one of these amps and you're living in an apartment like me, or you're in your bedroom, you don't want to, you're in the same situation I am where you need a good quality sound but at a low volume, the computer speakers actually worked really good. It's just not cool though, right? So like this is way cooler. This is just cooler. This is a real setup. I'm not using computer speakers, so I'd rather use this. Let's go ahead and hit a few more chords. Let me turn up a little bit more. Let's turn up a little bit more. Sounds so good. Sounds so warm and natural and full. And I'm sure it's a combination between the speaker and the amp. And to tell you the truth, guys, I don't think I'll ever buy another combo amp, because now that I've crossed this threshold into experimenting with separate heads and cabinets, this is the way to go. This is perfect, because now if I want a different speaker, I can try a different speaker, I can try a different cabinet. I even looked at, you can build your own cabinets. You can buy the speakers separately and you can buy the cabinet separately. If you want to try putting different speakers in different cabinets, you can do that. And then of course there's hundreds of different amp heads you can try, especially in the low wattage range. There's Orange makes a 1 watt amp, Marshall makes a 1 watt amp, and these are tube amps, by the way. This is not a tube amp, of course. This is solid state, but there's all kinds of low wattage tube amps out there. I might try those eventually. I'm just super happy with this. I'm not even going to be looking around anymore. But let's go ahead and try, let's try a tube screamer, see what a tube screamer does. And all right, this is tube screamer, everything at like 12 o'clock. It's really nice. It's kind of loud. Let's turn it down. That sounds so good. With the tube screamer, it gives it definitely more overdrive. Let's try a Uni-Vibe. See what a Uni-Vibe does. Sounds good. Try a Big Muff. I'm super happy with this. It sounds so good. It takes pedals, has the perfect amount of bass, the perfect amount of treble, a very full sound. That's about it, guys. So my search for the perfect amp, I believe, is over. I'm happy with this. My next video, I'll start playing again, and I'll be using my microphone setup to record. So you'll be able to hear it through the SM57 and the Focusrite, kind of like how I was doing before. But that's it, guys. Let me know what you think. Have you heard of this amp? Would you try it? What do you think of the sound quality? And thank you for watching. I'll see you next time. Take care.